Mr. Samir Kaji was first acquainted with electronics during his B.Sc studies.
He took a strong interest in electronics as a subject. He desired to attend IIT but was unable to pass the entrance exam. However, this did not prevent him from learning the subject. Mr. Samir constructed his own laboratory at his home and conducted various experiments. During this period, his friends, family, and well-wishers brought him their clocks and other electronic devices to be repaired. He enjoyed spending time repairing it. After receiving his bachelor's degree, Mr. Samir pursued masters in science. During that period, he was active in 3 shifts. In the morning, he attended college lectures. In the afternoon, he did an internship, and in the evening, he worked on personal projects.
I created my own laboratory and workshop in a 10 square foot space outside my bedroom with some basic equipment, where I did a lot of experimentation on the basics of electronics. While still in MSc, I decided to take up internship. At the time, I would have a 3-day shift, morning in college, afternoon at work, and then post work I would work on my own projects 2 hours in the bus and another 2 hours before sleeping at home.
After earning his MSc in 1984, Mr. Samir did not accept a full-time position. He believed that if he accepted a full-time position, he would not have enough time to work on his ideas. Mr. Samir's decision to become self-employed was not motivated by money, since he was tremendously passionate about what he was doing at the time. Mr. Samir asked his father to invest in a 600 square feet unit in a Mumbai suburbs industrial complex. In 1987, he formally launched his business, but he struggled to get outside clients. He used to spend days and months sitting without projects. Mr. Samir would solicit work by visiting local industrial clusters. Nothing significant came his way. He found that getting work was harder than he had anticipated. Then he decided to create a few digital time control items which he advertised in local publications and popular industrial publications.
After 6 months, he received his first break from Mr. M.K. Punjabi and Mr. Shiv Raman of L&T.
I requested my father to invest in a small factory space where I could set up shop. So I began my independent journey in a 600 square foot gala in an industrial estate in Sakinaka, a suburb of Mumbai in 1987. But I did not know many customers, and the few people whom I knew had no work for me to start. I was alone in the gala with a desk, a drawing board and a cupboard.
Mr. Samir created a monitoring device for spot welding. It was the first equipment of its kind in the country. Mr. Samir gained a great deal of self-assurance as a result of the success of these products, and he subsequently began to acquire excellent projects. Mr. Samir switched his attention from projects to products in the mid-1990s. He began manufacturing timers and selling them through a dealer-distributor network. The market responded well to these products, and Mr. Samir gradually increased production capacities. Mr. Samir and his wife, who was also a co-worker, attended the Munich, Germany Productronica Trade Expo. This visit radically altered their perspective, and they understood that the scale and scope of the things on display were considerably superior to what they were creating in India. Mr. Samir redesigned his assembly line after gaining that experience. He considered all areas of creating a world-class product, including the design, interface, features, and technology, among others. Within a few years, all of the required adjustments he made in consideration of scale produced beneficial outcomes. They continued to attend some of the world's largest trade exhibitions in order to learn from the finest. In 2005, the company entered the market for PID temperature controllers. In the past, India never produced it and they were entirely imported. Selec Controls became the market leader and pioneer in India. Select Controls had begun to penetrate global markets and was expanding its manufacturing facilities. Mr. Samir observed that the Indian manufacturing business was losing engineers to the software industry. If India was to become a manufacturing giant, it must have a solid base of talented engineers. He accepted this challenge and developed a training and mentoring ecosystem for engineers. In the organization, they have established procedures and methods that will facilitate the new hires to work at the practical elements. Today, Selec Controls is a market leader in segments of industrial electronics such as PLC, HMI, process control, electrical measurements, protection and time relays. Currently, Selec Controls operates out of a 1.4 lakh square feet facility in Mahape, Navi Mumbai.
Building engineers, technology and products is a way to achieve our nation's goal for self-reliance. In that sense, our company is now dedicated to nation building. To achieve our goals, we also need the support and collaboration of our customers and the Indian industry. And we need to be on this journey together.
A true business leader is characterized by his or her ability to adapt to the purpose and objectives of that phase. Mr. Samir performed this realignment with great skill. When he was enthusiastic about his work, he decided to strike out on his own. He shifted from taking contract projects to becoming a product company when he understood the need for scale. When he recognized what it takes to create a global product company, he revamped his processes. When Mr. Samir discovered that the Indian manufacturing business was losing engineers to the software industry, he developed an ecosystem within the organization to serve as an incubator for aspiring engineers.